Prince Harry and Meghan bombshell saw Queen hurl newspaper to floor in anger. The late monarch was so infuriated by a shock move from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that she threw her newspaper in the floor. A royal author has claimed an explosive new book has lifted the lid on Prince Harry's seemingly strained relationship with Prince Philip and the Queen in the final months of their lives, including the one move that reportedly prompted the late monarch to throw her newspaper to the floor in anger. When Harry and Meghan first started dating, she was welcomed by his family with open arms. But the cracks in the royal fairy tale quickly began to show. In 2019, less than a year after their wedding, the couple had decided they wanted their own unique setup that would see them half in, half out of the royal family. This would allow them to make their own money while still retaining royal status. The proposal is said to have greatly angered both the Queen and her husband, and the monarch refused their request. But worse was to come. In March 2021, the Sussexes gave their explosive tell-all interview to Oprah Winfrey in which they alleged racism and family rifts. The timing was awful. Prince Philip, then 99, was in hospital for a heart procedure. Just 1 month later, he passed away. Barely 2 months after the Queen's lost her beloved husband, Meghan gave birth to a daughter. Quite incredibly, it was announced they had named her Lilibet, the Queen's childhood nickname. The decision immediately caused controversy and confusion. The BBC reported the Queen hadn't been consulted, and while Harry insisted he had her blessing, Buckingham Palace remained silent. The Sussexes' lawyers called the BBC report false and defamatory and threatened legal action, but no lawsuit followed. According to royal expert Robert Jobson, the Queen was greatly angered by the couple's actions. A palace source has a different version of events, which is that the Queen first learned of Lilibet's name from the morning press, and was so incensed at the affront that she threw the paper to the floor, startling her staff, Jobson claims in his new book, The Windsor Legacy, the Daily Mail reports. Later, during one of the Sussexes' final UK visits before her death, they skipped a planned tea, that daily ritual so precious to the Queen. What's more, they skipped it without giving her notice. She had requested a special cake. By 5:15 p.m., with no word, she told staff to clear everything away. Relations between the Queen and her grandson reportedly continued to deteriorate. Having lost her husband, the monarch spent nearly all her time at Windsor Castle, where she spent her days quietly, with her health in decline. She passed away on the 8th of September 2022 at the age of 96, prompting an outpouring of grief and remembrance across the world. Exactly 3 months later, Harry and Meghan's Netflix series premiered. They made explosive claims and shared deeply private family moments on camera, including Harry receiving a text from William after the Oprah interview. Meghan, meanwhile, gave a reenactment of her curtsy for the Queen, which she compared to a scene from medieval times dinner and tournament. Experts claimed at the time that the scene was disrespectful,